Hey there, I'm Kevin Downey, and I run an agency called Kevin M. Downey, where we help B2B companies with their sales and marketing efforts. You can visit our website at kevinmdowney.com. Okay, today's topic's commission-only sales reps, right? In B2B, we get asked about this a lot. And usually it's coming from startups, micro businesses, generally not funded, that kind of audience. And when I say commission-only sales reps, I am not referring to insurance agents, real estate, mortgage. There's a handful in manufacturing and industrial and a few other spaces where independent sales rep groups and commission-only sales rep groups still exist. But generally speaking, it's really gone away from the B2B market. Again, there are exceptions, but generally speaking, it's a gone thing. And that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about digital agencies and all kinds of other businesses that come to us and say, hey, I have a limited budget. I want to hire commission-only sales reps, right? And we caution them against it. I want to dig into why, but we've had people do it anyway, line up over, in one case, it was like 15 reps they lined up and got trained and started. It took them 2 months to get everything going, 2.5 months. And after 3 months, there wasn't a single rep left, right? And we didn't do any of the business development help or anything like that, but we did do all of the recruiting. And the challenge with it is, and I caution them against it, I caution you against them, I'll tell you what you should do. Just think about commission only and the pain point. So the companies come to us and an owner says, I want to hire commission only sales reps. Okay, great. You can find all kinds of people that in theory will work on commission only. But here's what happens. And again, they come to that conclusion not because they really need sales help, but they need business development help. They need lead generation help. Because I'll always ask them now, and we've learned over time, is if I could book your schedule, if your calendar with prospects, would you still want to hire a sales rep? And they say, no, I don't need a sales rep then. I could do the sales. Okay, then you don't want a sales rep. What you need is business development or lead generation help, right? But they come to us and they think, I need sales help, I need leads, I need a sales rep, right? Because I don't have a way to do lead generation, and they assume that hiring sales reps is the only way to go about it. So that's what they come to us with. And when you ask them that question, they always say, no, I don't need a sales rep. If you filled my calendar and my schedule, I could do the sales. Okay, so you don't need a sales rep at that point. But even if you still think that that's a viable way to go, think about it this way, and this is the other thing I always tell principals and again owners at small businesses that come to us with this question. I say, look, in a realistic situation, a rep doing outbound business development that's doing sales is going to take 3 to 4 months to build a pipeline. Maybe you'll make a sale in there somewhere, but in all reality, it's going to take 3 to 4 months to build a pipeline with a modern outreach business, all manual. It's going to take another 1 to 2 months for them to make a sale, you to get paid, and then you to pay them, right? Because you're obviously not likely to be able to pay them until after you get paid. I said, how many people do you know that are looking for a job that can wait 5-6 months to get a paycheck? Virtually no one, right? So it is an exercise in futility. We had a client not that long ago go out and grab, wanted to do it, insisted upon it, went out and set up 15 reps. They did it themselves. I think 2.5 months later, they had everybody on board, everybody rolling, and nobody lasted more than a month, right? Almost all of them were gone inside of a week. And it's just because they see the light at the end of the tunnel. The reps realize, oh my gosh, this is going to take months for me to do business development for this. And they can't do that. They can't afford to do that. They need a paycheck, right? So here is what you should do instead. If this is something you have thought of, let me give you the lowest cost way to do what you need to do to set yourself up with calls. So at the lowest cost, dig in and learn how to do email on your own. Build the system, drive yourself inbound leads. Okay, we talk about it a lot online, a lot of videos I have out there explaining how the setup works. Come to us, let us set it up and run it for you, right? That would be the first thing you would do is high-powered email to drive yourself inbound leads. Then you reply to those leads. And I would say follow up with every single one of those leads. Our most successful clients, all of them regarding email, and all of our sales reps that are outsourced through my agency, they get every single lead they get, they follow up with an email reply back and a phone call immediately. They call every single lead. That is the optimal way to set yourself up. Now, if you are not willing to make phone calls back out to leads, right? That sets you back a bit. So then the next thing you would need to do is bring in a BDR, SDR type person to follow up with those leads for you, gather intel, move the needle, move them down the process, and get them on a call with you, right? What does that budget look like? Well, if you can do email for yourself, in all reality, it's not very expensive. It's, you know, certainly in the less than $1,000 a month if you do it at your own cost, and you can set everything up on your own. And a BDR, SDR type person, again, international, Latin America, Southeast Asia, maybe we recruit Egypt, Morocco, that kind of country group. You're looking at somewhere in the vicinity of about $1,000 for a good solid base salary, base pay for a good solid rep, right, with some experience. Maybe a little more, maybe $1,500. So all in, you're looking at somewhere of a total budget of a couple $1,000, $2,500 a month, somewhere in there, right? That would be the budget to set yourself up with someone that could drive, right? So they can drive inbound leads, follow up with those leads, and then drive them to scheduled calls with you. If you do not have that budget, then again, the starting point is dig in, learn how to do email on your own, start with email, don't bring anybody on board, reply to those leads, and then follow up with them on the phone. That's the best scenario that you could set for yourself. If you are, again, a startup, a micro business, you're not funded, whatever the case is, and you're on a very, very limited budget, that's what I would advise that you do. Okay, hopefully this helps you. If you want email help, or obviously if you want outsourced sales help, recruiting, visit our website, kevinmdowney.com. Really appreciate you being here today. Hope that helps, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks.